He is a 12-time, 5-division world champion. He is the pound-for-pound king of boxing. He is the highest paid athlete in sports. He is looking to equal legendary Rocky Marciano's 49-0 record. Hailing from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, with a record of 48-0 with 26 knockouts. He is Floyd Money Mayweather! Intro. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our host for today, CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerbe.
Hello. Welcome, everyone, to what will be Floyd's very last kickoff press conference of his historic career. We at Mayweather Promotions are so thrilled to be working once again with Showtime to bring you a stacked pay-per-view card to the fans live from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. As you can see on the stage, we have put together an excellent undercard. We have a great lineup with 3 World Championship fights, with a 4th pay-per-view fight to be announced very soon. Mayweather versus Berto will take place 12 September, coming to you live from the MGM Grand Casino, the home of Floyd Mayweather. This event will be promoted by Mayweather Promotions, coming to you live on Showtime pay-per-view, and the pay-per-view telecast will begin at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and 5 p.m. Pacific Time. This event is sponsored by Tecate. The tickets will go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Ticket prices will range from $150, $300, $500, $750, $1,000, and $1,500. We are proud to announce that Mayweather vs. Berto will be shown to you live in select movie theaters around the country with our partners, Fathom Events. And those tickets will go on sale Friday, August the 21st at fathomevents.com. In the main event, you have Floyd Money Mayweather versus Andre Berto. Once again, Floyd will be putting his WBC titles on the line and his WBA title. And he'll be facing none other than 2-time former world champion Andre Berto, who will be looking to erase the O off of Floyd's record come September the 12th. The co-main event will feature WBO junior lightweight title fight between Roman Rocky Martinez and Orlando Salido, which we know that's going to be an outstanding war, if it's anything like their first fight, which was a rematch, this will be a rematch of the Fight of the Year candidate from their last bout in April. The Martinez-Salido fight will be followed by none other than Mayweather Promotions' own Badou Jack, who will be defending his WBC Super Middleweight title against none other than George Groves, who's coming to us from England. The Jack Groves fight is presented to us in association with Team Silent. Prior to the pay-per-view telecast, which will be coming to you live on Showtime, we'll have an outstanding bout featuring our own Ishe Smith. He'll be taking on Vanis Martiacian. Before I bring up the fighters, I'd like to acknowledge a couple of people who are very critical to our promotion. I'd like to acknowledge Richard Stern. He's the president of entertainment for MGM Resorts International. He's not in attendance. I'd also like to acknowledge Bob Bennett. He's the executive director of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Before I bring up Stephen Espinosa, I'd like to bring up none other than Mauricio Suleiman, who has played a critical part in Floyd Mayweather's career. Him and his father, may he rest in peace, have been great to the sport, and I'd like Mauricio to come up and say a few words.
Good afternoon, muy buenas tardes. I am very happy to once again represent my father, Jose Sulaiman, to see the WBC back in a great event. September 12, as you know, it's a national Mexican holiday that now Floyd Mayweather has taken. He feels like a Mexican, and he has represented Mexico in May and September. It is a great card. Andre Berto, a former WBC champion, who has been a great example inside the ring and outside the ring, will bring for sure a great challenge for Floyd Mayweather. The undercard and the coming events with Martinez and Salido, Vanes Martirosyan with Isha Smith, and our champion, Badou Jack, against the mandatory contender Joe Groves, surely proves to be a great fact, and I'm very, very honored to be part of this great event. I'd like to wish everybody the best of luck. God bless you, and may the best always win. Thank you so much.
Next up, I'd like to introduce our network partner. He's the Executive Vice President and General Manager of Showtime Sports, none other than my dear friend, Stephen Espinosa.
Thanks, Leonard. Boxing is a tough sport. It's a tough sport to cover. It's a tough sport to do business in. Most of all, it's a tough sport to make a living at. It's risky, it's dangerous, it's unpredictable. The wear and tear physically from training alone, let alone the fights, are incredible. So when you find someone who has been participating in the sport as a professional for 19 years, and not just participating in the sport, but practicing the sport at an elite historic level, a skill level that has rarely been seen, and he's been doing it for 19 years, that's something special. 2 decades at the top of the sport. But you know what's most impressive? It's not the titles, it's not the money, it's not the pound for pound lists. It's work ethic. Almost 20 years of a work ethic that is unmatched in the sport of boxing. Never once in 19 years has Floyd Mayweather showed up less than 100% prepared. That's 19 years of unwavering discipline. 19 years of training day in and day out. And once he got to the championship level and making tens of millions of dollars in belts and TV series, the work ethic didn't change. That's what Floyd Mayweather's legacy is going to be on this sport. The example he has set in terms of his work ethic is something that likely I'll never see again, at least in my lifetime. 48-0, 22 wins over world champions. And it all comes to an end on September 12th. It'll be our last opportunity to enjoy a skill level of a once-in-a-generation athlete. September 12th, it will also be another opportunity. It's an opportunity for Andre Berto to rewrite history, a chance to rewrite the Andre Berto story. Because Andre has an opportunity to make history himself, to be the first fighter to defeat Floyd Mayweather. And if he does that, nothing else will matter. Berto will become known as the guy who finally beat Floyd Mayweather. I know some people have asked what Andre has done to earn this fight. Well, the same question could be asked by a lot of people that writers say Floyd should be fighting. But I don't ask that question. You know, I've seen what Andre can do in the ring. I've seen him fight round after round with two swollen eyes, barely able to see. I saw him fight in a fight on Showtime with 8 rounds with a badly dislocated shoulder, fighting one-armed to the end of the fight. I've seen him get up off the canvas, you know, and brawl for 11, 12 rounds when no one would have criticized him at all for giving up in any of those situations. So as long as I'm at Showtime, or as long as I'm at any other network, fighters like Andre Berto will always be welcome because there's no one who fights as hard as Andre Berto. September 12th, we'll have a historic main event, a once-in-a-generation athlete, a pay-per-view card full of championship-level main event fights. It will be a memorable night, a truly historic night. We'll see you all at the MGM Grand.
Before the televised portion of our pay-per-view, we have an outstanding bout which will be shown live on Showtime on the pay-per-view pre-show, which will start at 3:30 Pacific time, 6:30 Eastern time. And in that bout, we'll have Ishe Smith taking on Vanes Martirosyan. Vanes Martirosyan, he comes to us with a 35-2 record with 21 big KOs. He comes to us from Armenia, but fighting out of Glendale, California. He's a 2004 Olympian. He's a former world title challenger to Lara, and he fought him to a draw, and he defeated Willie Nelson. None other than Vanes Martirosyan.
Thank you, Leonard. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today. I'd like to thank my manager, Al Heyman. I'd like to thank Showtime. I want to thank my team, Team Snack. September 12th was a big night for me. My last fight wasn't the way I expected, and you know, I let it in the judges' hands, and it went the other way. So on September 12th, I'm not going to let the judges screw me over again. I'm going for a knockout, and that's what's going to happen. You will see the best Vanes Martirosyan anyone's ever seen. Thank you guys for everything. God bless everybody. Good luck to the fighters. See you September 12th. God bless.
This next gentleman, he's Mayweather Promotions own. He's the first world champion, born and raised from Las Vegas. He's the former IBF junior middleweight champion. He has a record of 27-7 with 12 KOs. He owns excellent victories over Cornelius Bundris and Randall Bailey, and most recently a dominant unanimous decision over Cecil McCullough in April. None other than Mayweather Promotions own Ishe Sugar Shay Smith.
Oh, man. I want to take this time to thank God for this wonderful opportunity. I wouldn't be here today without him. My advisor, Dewan Blake, my promoter, Floyd Mayweather, and Leonard Ellerby, and everybody at Mayweather Promotions. Man, I asked for the toughest fights, the toughest challenges. I just want to fight the best. No matter what people think, no matter what people say about me or about my stablemates or about what we're doing, we put together good fights, and we've had 3 world champions with just a little roster. So we're doing something right. And whenever I talk to Floyd, he just said, don't pay attention to that stuff. Just go out there and feed your family and fight your hardest. Vanes is a great fighter. He lost a very close fight to Charlo. I have nothing but respect for him and everything he brings to the table. We're putting together the necessary work in the gym to be successful on September 12th, and I'm excited to be back on Showtime on the preview show. This fight itself could have probably main evented Showtime somewhere or somewhere else, but I'm happy to be a part of history and Big Bro finale at the MGM, so I'm just excited, man. So I want to thank you guys for coming out, and I'm looking forward for a great night of boxing. Thanks.
Next up, one of the televised bouts on the pay-per-view portion is an excellent bout in my eyes. It'll be for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship, and Badou Jack will be defending his Super Middleweight title. This next gentleman, he comes to us from Hammersmith, London, England. He comes with a 21-2 record with 16 big KOs. This is his third chance at fighting for the 168-pound title. He was in two very tough fights against a great champion and countryman, Carl Froch. And he's no stranger to the big stage. That bout, the last bout that they fought in front of 80,000 people at Wembley Stadium. He'll be looking to dethrone Badou on September the 12th, but he's in for a tough challenge. None other than George Groves.
Hello. Don't have too much to say, to be honest. Pleased to be here. Thank you, Mr. Sullivan, for the opportunity to fight for WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World. And yeah, it will be third time lucky this time. We've prepared diligently. We're ready for action. I've seen Badou up close and personal. We've studied his tapes. As of yet, we cannot find anything that will cause me a problem on September 12th. So we're looking forward to a good win. Fortunately, we plan to take the gold back to the UK, but you're in for a terrific show. Yeah, very excited to be opening a pay-per-view card on Showtime, and I thank you for your time.
Next up, Mayweather Promotions own. He's the WBC Super Middleweight Champion. He comes to us with a 19-1 record with 12 KOs. He comes from Stockholm, Sweden. Now he's fighting out of Las Vegas. He captured the WBC 168-pound title by beating a very good fighter in Andre Berto, going into his backyard and doing it. He'll be making his first title defense come September the 12th. And we at Mayweather Promotions are very proud of this young man with all the accomplishments that he has thus far, overcoming the odds and stepping up and showing you what adversity is all about. And that's becoming world champion. None other than Mayweather Promotions' own Badou Jack.
Assalamu alaikum. I want to thank Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellerby, Mayweather Promotions, you know, the whole team, all the fans. I'm ready to fight right now. I've been in the gym for 2 months, and you know, I'm excited to fight George Groves. Tune in September 12th. You're going to see a hell of a fight. Thank you.
This next fight will be the lead-in fight to our main event. And boy, what an outstanding bout we have. Two great warriors coming to us, fighting in a rematch will be, in my opinion, definitely the fight of the year. We know this is the kind of fights that the fans like. This will be a war. This gentleman, he's coming to us from Sonora, Mexico with a 42-13 record with 29 KOs. He's a relentless, hard-nosed boxer puncher who's willing to take on anyone he's ever fought. He comes to fight night in and night out, and he gives the fans exactly what they want, toe-to-toe battles. He's a 4-time world champion, and he's faced some of the best of this generation. He's fought Mikey Garcia, Juan Manuel Lopez twice, and the current WBO 126-pound champion, Lomachenko, who Salido beat in March of 2014. He'll be looking to avenge his loss against Rocky Martinez from April this year. None other than Orlando Salido.
Bueno, primero que nada quiero agradecerle a WBC Promotion por haberme incluido en esta gran cartelera compartir escenario con Floyd Mayweather y muchos grandes peleadores que están aquí. Y más hacerlo el mes de septiembre, el mes patrio, un mes que significa mucho para todos los mexicanos. Y qué más dar el grito de Viva México recuperando el título para México. Estoy contento, sé que voy a hacer una gran pelea, me prepararé para eso y vamos a hacer una de las mejores peleas que van a ver de Orlando Salido, porque voy a recuperar el título como de lugar. Gracias.
J. Craw. You look Colombian.
First of all, I want to thank Mayweather Productions for everything. I'm very, very excited about this fight. This fight will be a war. This is a very special month for Mexico. September is the Independence Month for Mexico, so in particular because of that, I'm going to do it in honor of Mexico, and we're going to win this victory. Thank you.
This next gentleman, he's no stranger to the boxing rivalry that is Mexico versus Puerto Rico. He comes to us with a 29-2 record with 17 KOs. He comes to us from Puerto Rico. He'll be making his first event in his third descent as WBO Junior Lightweight World Champion. He won the WBO 130-pound crown the second time with a 12-round split decision over Miguel Beltran in September 2012. He survived a desperate late rush to unanimously outpoint Salido across a 12-round hard-fought action bout in April. None other than Roman Rocky Martinez.
Muy buenas tardes a todos. Quiero darle las gracias a todos los medios de comunicación, a la prensa, darle las gracias a Showtime, Mayweather Promotion, al Jaimon, por darme esta oportunidad de poder ser parte de este gran espectáculo. En cuanto
Showtime, Al Heyman for this great opportunity and to help me to be part of this great show.
En cuanto a mi preparación, pues estoy al 100%. Todos los que vieron la primera pelea saben que fue una guerra entre Salido y este servidor. La segunda va a ser mucho mejor. Somos dos guerreros arriba del ring, lo vamos a demostrar esa noche. Vamos a estar ante el mundo entero y vamos a demostrar quién es el mejor esa noche y el título se va para Puerto Rico. Muchas gracias.
I'm preparing very well for this fight. Everybody that saw the first fight know there was a war, and this one will be the same thing. So I'm in a very great shape and ready to keep my belt. Thank you very much. Bye.
Now the main event. This next gentleman, he's definitely one of the best trainers in all of the sport. He's been one for quite some time. He's a great teacher in the game. He's worked with a number of excellent fighters. And we know come September the 12th, he'll have his fighter prepared and he'll be ready for battle. This gentleman, like I said, I can't say enough what an outstanding trainer he is. None other than Virgil Hunter.
Is that off now? Off now? Copy.
Thanks, everybody, for coming out here today for this historical event. I know I'm glad to be a part of it. You know, it's these moments, again, like I reflect in the sport of boxing, exactly what these young men go through. Me being 62 years of age, I had a chance to see the great Ali and some of the great fighters that came before us. And one thing that I've always noted about this sport is that the ones who participate and the ones who are involved in the sports are the ones that really truly know the sports. So when I look at this event and I see some of the attitudes that come along with such an event, it usually comes from somebody that doesn't know what a fighter goes through from the very first day he sets foot in that gym. You know, we're told to be excellent, we're told to excel at everything that we do in life. We're told that if we get knocked down, to get back up. We're told that, you know, never to quit, never to give up. And we have some positive people in places that continue to enforce that. Unfortunately, in this sport, some people haven't got a grasp of what it takes to really be a fighter these days. Being 48-0 is not an easy job. It is not an easy job, particularly when you go back to day one and the obstacles and the hills that you have to climb. See, because I'm sure that this young man cherished the trophy just as much as he cherished a $1 million check. That's the spirit of the sport. That's the life reality of the sport. And I think that once this young man is gone, I think we'll feel the real brunt of his presence and the impact that he had on the sport. And I think if we can just look at the city of Las Vegas during fight week, on a Mayweather fight, that a lot of people are very happy because money is flowing, being generated. So we never miss it until it's gone. I witnessed the same thing with Muhammad Ali. Andre Berto has overcome a lot in his life. I'm glad to have made his acquaintance. Been knowing him since he's been 11 or 12 years old. But he epitomizes what a fighter is. He's gotten up, he's persevered, he's overcame, and he's very much deserving of this opportunity just for that alone, because it would justify anybody else in any walk of life to get a second opportunity or a third opportunity. When you look at that pack in that welterweight division, there's only one standing out. Everybody else is in the pack, but basically people have their opinions. But in this sport, some get a free pass and accolades, and then another one is never enough. But we are thankful for this opportunity. We intend to give it the best job that we're gonna give it. And I think that the champion himself respects the fact that, you know, we come to win. That's how you have to come. But at the same time, we have to acknowledge him for what he's done for the sport too, because boxing is in my blood. I'm a purist when it comes to the sport. I looked at how his family has maxed out. Each one of us is given a talent and a gift in life. And they took that gift and maxed out. They didn't take a PhD. They didn't take 6 years of college. He just took that one gift that he had, his dad, him, his uncles, and they maxed it out. So how many people are out there now that's writing about this sport? We acknowledge everybody, whether you come up to us with a set in one of these rooms or whether you come up to us with your camera phone, we still acknowledge you. A lot of you can't even get us past YouTube, but we still acknowledge you because we understand the sport and we appreciate your participating in the sport. So we love you just the same. So it's time that you give back to the sport. Anybody that has any negativity about it, who's fighting who, we can sit up here all night and go through history and contradict everything that's coming from the negative side. But I'm glad to be part of this. I'm glad to be on Team Berto. I'm looking for a great night. It's a big thrill for me to be on the opposite side of legends. And hopefully everything will turn out right for us. That's how we intend to do it. Take care.
Before I introduce Floyd. I'd like to acknowledge his father, who's, in my eyes, like I said, the best trainer in the sport. And he's been involved in Floyd's career ever since he was a child and taught him everything, all the skills that he needed to become the best fighter in the world, none other than Floyd Mayweather Sr. Twelve-time world champion, 5 different weight classes. It speaks volumes for the hard work and dedication, what it takes to get to this level. By accomplishing all the things that Floyd has accomplished in his career, these are the kind of challenges that he needs to push him to be able to go out the way he wants to go out. And that's why he selected Andre Berto. Andre Berto is a guy that we've been known for many, many years. He's a guy that we were supposed to fight some years ago. He's a former 2-time world champion, the former WBC welterweight champion, the former IBF welterweight champion. He comes to us with an outstanding record. We know he's going to bring it, and he's looking to take that O away from Floyd. And one thing we do know, that he's going to give it his best, and his best, come September the 12th, we have to see what happens. So none other than the man himself, Andre Berto.
Well, thank everybody for being here today. I definitely want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ definitely for bringing me here. Thank Al Heyman, Mayweather Promotions, my man Leonard Ellerby, my guy Virgil over here as well. But it's a long time coming. You know, now we're here, man. You know, anybody that knows me and been following my career, that's definitely, you know, seen great things. But at the same time, they seen me, you know, go through, you know, some real trials within the last few years. You know, what comes with that is a lot of, you know, hard work and, you know, perseverance as well. You know, if I look at myself, you know, just 2 years ago, I mean, I was just in a hospital bed, you know, having surgery on my right shoulder, not knowing if I was even going to be able to come back from that, you know. But, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, it was definitely a blessing for me to continue to stay focused and continue to push it hard. And now we're here. You know, a lot of people feel that we probably should have, you know, had this fight, you know, a few years back. There's a lot of talk about it, but like I said, I felt like I went through what I went through for a reason. And my time is now. So there's no better day than the present. So I'm looking forward to it. I said, I've been knowing this man right here to the right for a very long time, and he ain't no stranger to me at all. You know, even when I look in his eyes, it looks, like I say, I've been knowing this guy for a while, so it ain't nothing changing about the situation. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm dialed in. We're already heavy in camp. And September 12th, everybody, you definitely do not want to miss this one. So definitely tune in and dial in. And, you know, I'll see y'all in Vegas.
He's broken every record there possibly ever could be in the history of the sport. Come September the 12th, this is our last opportunity to see Floyd Mayweather. I know many people doubt that, but trust me, with the storied career that he's had, accomplishing everything that one could ever dream about in the sport. As I mentioned before, we're witnessing history. This gentleman sitting to my right, you better take a good look at him, because the things he's accomplished in the sport, we will never, ever see again. There will be other great stars who come along, because there always are. You know, you see great stars come from different eras. You know, just like in 2005 when he fought Sharmba Mitchell, he believed, our team believed, that we would be standing here one day. knowing and believing the things that he's accomplished, breaking all the records. And as my great friend Kevin Eiley just wrote recently, those are the kind of things that come along with boxing, that when a guy accomplishes these kind of things and makes his mark in history, it's all historical. You know, we oftentimes take for granted just the little things, You know, oftentimes, you know, some of the media want to criticize certain things, but when you look around, is that this gentleman right here, he's the reason why the game has been changed. The fighters are making more money, the media members are attending more events, and guess what? When they come up around for their contracts and pay raises, guess what? They're getting paid. And it's all because of the big events that this gentleman right here brings to the world. The events that he's participated in and the records that he broke are monumental accomplishments. And like I said, these records will never be broken again. So without further ado, he don't need much of an introduction. He's the best fighter in my eyes to ever do it. And you come September the 12th, you'll see another great performance by another other than Floyd Money Mayweather.
Mic check. First off, you know, I want to thank God, because without God, all this wouldn't be possible. I want to thank my team, Showtime, Mayweather Promotions, MGM Grand, all the sponsors, all the media that's covering this event, Team Berto. I want to thank all the fighters. I want to thank Al Heyman. Remarkable career. I wouldn't change nothing. You know, we all make mistakes. We live and we learn, but I wouldn't change nothing. My dad, remarkable trainer, Virgil Hunter, remarkable trainer. But when it's all said and done, it comes down to the two fighters. Berto is tough competitor, former world champion, and every time he go out, there, he give it 100%. Every night I'm at home, I say to myself, I'm truly, truly blessed, you know, to be in this situation. But without social media, all the press, all the writers, all the different networks, you know, Floyd Mayweather would be where he's at today. I want to say thanks to Steven, Showtime, and everybody that's in the Mayweather Boxing Club for just working with me day in and day out. You know, you guys are unbelievable. And, you know, I know what it takes when it's a fight of this magnitude, because I've been fighting pay-per-view over 10 years. Berto, very, very tough guy, hungry, and I know he's not going to lay down. I chose Berto because he's very exciting. And then I looked, and then he said, well, you know, I hear that I've been getting backlash. He's been getting backlash. Yeah, no one is forced to bite a fight. I appreciate it, but no one is forced to bite a fight. But Andre Berto is going to push Floyd Mayweather to the limit. That's one thing that I do know. So, come September 13th, I don't want you guys saying, damn, I missed the fight. The difference between Andre Berto and Manny Pacquiao is that you guys put all the hype in Manny Pacquiao. That's what the media did. Excuse me. That's what the media did. The media put all the hype in Manny Pacquiao. My job was to go out there and be Floyd Mayweather and be a chess player. And that's what I did. I found a way to win. But this fight is a very, very intriguing matchup. Very intriguing. You know, I want to acknowledge certain people, some people that's here. We got a fighter that's under Mayweather Promotions, Jalen Love. Well, give it up for Jalen Love. Yeah. I know my voice is hoarse, but give it up for him. We got another little kid that we sponsor. You know, one thing is all about giving back. And little kid, Rome Diddy. Come on, Rome Diddy. Come here. You know, a little professional skater. My voice a little hoarse. You know, I've been up late last night, but I'm very, very thankful. Sam, the Watson family, Courtney, and so many people. If I'll be here saying thank you all day to everybody. But this dream all started with just two people. Just two people. Me and him.
This concludes our press conference. I'd like to pose to fighters.
Okay, I need to tell everybody here that you have to stay down until we get the video shot for the main event pose, and then we'll have plenty of time to give you guys the shot too, but you all stood up and you didn't, the videos didn't get it, so everyone down in front and let the fighters come to the center. We'll have plenty of time. Everybody will get the shot. If you're not with the media, just please stay back. We want to get this media shot. Thank you.
Well, these fighters will get ready to face off once again. And how about Floyd Mayweather? Serving up props to his father. You know, that's been a long, tumultuous type relationship. But in recent years, they've been together. He's been training him. And you heard Floyd Mayweather says this dream started with just two people, myself and him, as he pointed to his father, who is now his trainer, Floyd Sr. And there you see Floyd Mayweather and Andre Berto. And again, it'll come your way September 12th. Showtime pay-per-view from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. You heard Leonard Ellaby, the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, saying, I know a lot of people doubt it, but this will be Floyd Mayweather's last fight. Once they're done with the pictures, we're going to talk to both Floyd Mayweather and Andre Berto. We'll talk to him about that. You heard Ellaby mention that. Mayweather has defeated 22 world champions in his time. 48-0, looking to go 49, which would tie Rocky Marciano. 38 years young, Floyd Mayweather is, as these two get ready to face off. There's the face-off, and you know, Andre Berto has overcome a lot in his life. You know, his parents, and comes from Haiti, did a lot for that country, especially after that earthquake several years back, to help rebuild that country. He's a young guy, and he talked about the shoulder surgery that he had to endure just a couple of years ago. Took about almost a year off to try to recover from that. You almost forget when you talk about Andre Berto, this is an Olympian himself. 2004, he represented Haiti in the Olympic Games. Comes into this fight at 30-3, 23 by knockouts, and As Floyd Mayweather pointed out, he's an action fighter. Every fight Andre Berto has been in, it's been an action fight. You heard Floyd Mayweather make mention to that this fight he anticipates to be an action fight a lot more than what you saw when he fought Manny Pacquiao. And when it comes to world title fights, obviously Floyd's undefeated. Berto, a record of 7-1, 4 knockouts in world title fights. As all the fighters there, again, you will see, in addition to the main event, 2 other world title fights comes your way September 12th on Showtime pay-per-view. The night will start on Showtime. And a good fight, Ishe Smith and Vanes Martirosyan. That is going to talk about an action fight. That will be an action fight, and you can see that on Showtime to start the night off.
Okay, we're going to do Mayweather television.
Now, in just a few moments, we're going to talk with the pound-for-pound king of boxing.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good, good. I like, you know, you gave props to the father when you talked about it. He said, well, this dream started with just me and him.
Yes, just 2. You know, he's a great person. You know, a lot of times he can let social media and different writers get to him. Where, you know, I'll be seeming like I'm the father sometimes. Just relax. You know, it's all about the fighters going out there doing what they're supposed to do.
Let me ask you this. Why Andre Berto? When it came down to it, why did Floyd Mayweather say, this is the guy I want to go out on?
Well, you know, when you just really look at the junior middleweight and the welterweight division, the 2 divisions, 1 division, I'm undisputed champion at. In the other division, I hold 2 titles at. There's one man that stands all alone, Floyd Mayweather. So I looked at the division, I looked and said, who's always in a tough, exciting fight? Who has quick hands? Who's a boxer puncher? Who always give it 100% every time they go out? Andre Berto.
Now, some would say Keith Thurman's that type of guy. He's been calling you out and saying, I want Floyd Mayweather. It would be an all-action fight. Amir Khan's been wanting you for like a year and a half. Specifically, why not those 2?
Well, no, Amir Khan has to get past Danny Garcia first. You know, once Amir Khan can get past Danny Garcia, then, you know, the fight would have happened. But that's not my focus. You know, my focus is Andre Berto, a guy that I can't overlook. Former 2-time world champion. He's dedicated to the sport, just like myself, and he's going to push me.
What did you think about Thurman?
Don't really know too much about him. You know, seen him a couple times. I think a good fight for him at this particular time is Errol Spence, another welterweight top contender.
Is this Floyd Mayweather's last fight?
Number 49. This is it. I had a tremendous career.
You can go out 49-0 and be happy with that.
I can go out 48-0 and I'm happy. I'm older, wiser, and my health is more important than anything.
Let me quote Floyd Mayweather. I think I asked you this question in one of our fighter meetings, and you told me, I reserve the right to change my mind. So conspiracy theorists say Floyd Mayweather, if he's successful, is going to fight for number 50 in this new MGM Grand Arena that's opening up next year in April, a rematch of Manny Pacquiao, and he reserves the right to change his mind for even bigger money.
September 12th, my last fight. I'm happy though. Great career. In all 48 fights, played a major key, but number 48 was the most important.
Best of luck to you, September.
Thank you.
I'll see you in Vegas. There he is, pound for pound king, Floyd Mayweather. Let's get in Andre Berto here. And again, former 2-time world champion. And as you heard Floyd Mayweather, he said hey, I got this guy as my opponent because he's an all-action fighter. So, Andre,
What's up, my man? What's happening?
I know a number of boxing people, boxing writers, when they heard Andre Berto, surprised. Were you surprised when you got the call?
Nah, I wasn't. I wasn't surprised because, like I say, I know that, you know, it's a fight that was supposed to happen some time ago. And at the same time, you know, just me just knowing him, you know, it's a fight that I felt that he still wanted to make happen. And like I said, man, just him just coming off of a fight, he just get finished, you know, getting off of like the biggest fight in history. Of course, it's, you know, it's easy for people to kind of come and downplay any situation, but if it was anybody else, I believe it'll still be something similar. But like I said, I can't worry about that. I'm not worried about that. I'm just dialed in and I'm focused. I'm ready to go ahead and just try to, you know what I mean, take what's mine. That's it.
Now, I don't want you to take this next question to you, no disrespect at all.
Yeah.
But it seems like everybody on social media is saying he should be fighting Keith Thurman. He should be fighting Amir Khan.
Yeah.
Look into that camera and you tell the people why you deserve this fight.
Man, come on, man. Like I say, have you ever seen a boring Andre Berto fight? At the end of the day, man, we ain't here busting our asses on a regular basis in these gyms. And I've been putting in my work for a long time. So when you're on my Instagram, you see the harvest is coming. This right here is where it means. I went ahead and sold my seeds. I put in a lot of work. And now this, you know, now we're here. Now it's go time.
And I'm happy you just said that. You're very active on social media, and I've been reading your tweets, and you keep saying hashtag September 12th, the harvest is coming.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
The harvest is coming, man. Just you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And I've been at it for some time now. And I went through a lot of ups and downs. And you know, I believe everything prepared me for this moment. Everything prepared me for this moment, mentally, physically, all the way around.
48 fighters have tried.
Yeah.
And all 48, Floyd has made look bad. Tell us why that won't happen September 12th.
I mean, I believe I just bring that rare combination of speed, power, and explosiveness to the table. And I believe the last person that he really fought with you know, that type of you know, that situation was Zab Judah, and Zab gave him some problems at the beginning of the fight. You know, like I said, I'm younger, man. You know, I'm hungry, I'm strong, I'm fast, and I'm just ready just to go get it. That's it. That's the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter what anybody else says, as long as you're focused on what you're coming to get and determined. And nothing else should come your way.
Well, you go get it, and best of luck to you September 12th.
Appreciate it, boss.
There he is, Andre Berto. All right, and again, on that Showtime pay-per-view coming your way on September 12th, in the co-main event, you're going to see another world title fight. You will see Roman Rocky Martinez take on Orlando's Salido. And, of course, for Martinez, he is defending his belt. He took it from Salido. Tino Rivera is going to do the translation. Peter is going to do the translation for us. Okay. Ask the champ this. What does he have to do differently this time around? Dropped Salido twice, but then Salido came on towards the end of the fight. What does he have to do differently this time around?
Tienes que hacer diferente. Lo tumbaste 2 veces, pero él vino de vuelta al final de la pelea.
Pues nada, primero que nada, pues tener buena condición, que es lo que traigo, una excelente preparación para Salido y golpearlo mucho el cuerpo para ver si puedo acabar la pelea temprano.
Yeah, I need to really work to the body more in this fight to see if I can finish, you know, early this fight this time.
I was going to ask him that. Do you think you need to finish him this time as opposed to going the distance?
¿Tú crees que esta vez necesitas terminarlo a que no tenga que ir a la distancia?
No, yo estoy en óptimas condiciones, puede irse a decisión también, pero estoy haciendo los ajustes para si lo puedo lastimar, pues acabarlo en el round que lo lastime.
I'm in really good shape for this fight, and I working definitely to make some adjustment to see if I can finish. But if not, we need to go to the decision. I'm prepared to go 12 rounds on this fight.
Talked to Orlando earlier in the press conference. He says that Puerto Rico-Mexico rivalry means a lot to him. He says he's going to stop him this time. Give me his response.
La rivalidad entre Puerto Rico y México siempre es increíble. Él dice que esta vez va a detenerla y que va a pararte a ti.
Bueno, eso es lo que él dice. Yo estoy en óptimas condiciones y espero que él también esté en óptimas condiciones para dar un gran espectáculo y que gane el mejor.
That's what he said. You know, I hope that he's in a great condition because I'm in a very good shape for this fight. So at the end, the best one will win this fight, and I believe I will be me.
Tell him best of luck. There he is. That's the champion, Roman Rocky Martinez. He will take on Orlando Salido. And again, all of this will come your way on Showtime pay-per-view on September 12th. And again, a lot of world title fights, 2 world title fights that will be coming your way. Another fight will be added. One of those world title fights, you will see Badou Jack. He'll be defending for the first time his super middleweight title, and he will be taking on George Groves out of England. And George Groves, this is a young man who's been in some big fights. He's fought Carl Froch a couple of times. He beat James DeGale as well. So he comes in with a lot of experience. And, I was just saying that you've been in with Carl Froch twice. You fought in front of 80,000 at Wembley Stadium. So you've got a lot of experience. This is really probably the biggest test for Badou Jack since getting the title away from Anthony Durrell. How much do you think experience will play in this fight?
I think it'll play an awful lot. You can't really put a value on experience until you've got it and until you can use it. And I think it's hard enough winning a title. It's going to be even harder keeping a hold of a title. As I say, I think he takes comfort in the fact that he's up here with his boxing family. He's sitting next to his hero, idol, mentor, whoever he may be to him, Floyd Mayweather. He's got his pal, Shake Smith, sitting next to him, all on the card. He'll take comfort from that. But that comfort soon dries up once you step through the ropes and you're all on your own and the guy in front of you is trying to take your head off. So I rate Badou Jack. I think he's technically a very good fighter. I admire him for taking himself off to the United States and making a career, becoming world champion. But this is where his reign ends.
I was reading some article, and you were quoted as saying that Badou Jack is not bad enough to halt my dream. What does that mean?
It's going to have to be a bad man to get my way now. Since I was 7 years old, I've been dreaming about becoming world champion. I've had plenty of ups and downs and plenty of experience in boxing, but it's come full circle for me now. Nothing else matters. Just becoming world champion is what I'm fully focused on. We spent the best part of a year now preparing for this fight, and we've been out in the States now for nearly a month. We've still got another 6-7 weeks to go till the fight. We're fully acclimatized. No stone has been left unturned. We've studied him. I've seen him fight up live. He's a good fighter, but there's nothing there that's going to trouble me come fight night.
Hardcore fight fans have certainly seen your work. For the casual fan who will be watching this fight because they know it's going to be Floyd's last fight, they'll get maybe their first chance of seeing George Groves. What kind of fighter are they going to see? What kind of fight will they see September 12th?
I think I plan to go out and dominate from the very first second, whether that be with boxing ability, with brute force, whatever needs to be done. I'm going to take his confidence away, I'm going to take his timing away, and then from then on in I'm going to build on the fight. I think I'm planning for a knockout. I always say that my opponent ain't going to hear that final bell. Badou Jack's just the same. I think once I start landing the big shots, he ain't gonna survive.
George Groves, appreciate your time. Best of luck to you. Look forward to seeing you September 12th.
Thanks, guys.
There he is, George Groves. Again, you will see him take on Badou Jack. That's just part of a well-stacked undercard. And all of this, folks, comes your way on Showtime pay-per-view on Saturday, September 12th. Live Showtime pay-per-view from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Floyd Mayweather's last fight, you heard him say it, taking on Andre Berto, including 2 world title fights as well. Another fight will be added to that card. We also want to remind you, coming up, Premier Boxing Champions. It returns on CBS. It comes your way on Sunday, September 6th. You will see Anthony the Dog Durrell, the man Badou Jack beat to take his belt. He's back in action. You'll also see world champion Tomoki Kameda as well. Again, Premier Boxing Champions on CBS on Sunday, September 6th. If you want to join in on the conversation with this fight and the other fights, all you got to do is get on social media. Get on Twitter. Just use the hashtag mayweatherberto. And for more information on these upcoming fights, make sure you visit our website at show.com/sports. ShowBox. The new generation comes your way with a triple header tomorrow, Friday night at 10 o'clock Eastern, all from Atlantic City. In the main event, you are going to see Sergey Derevyanchenko. That's going to do it here from Los Angeles, the official press conference for Floyd Mayweather and Andre Berto. I'm Brian Custer. Thanks for watching.
I worked my whole life to get to this point. No one is taking this away from me.
Berto unloading. You cannot question the heart of Andre Berto. Is he the man who finally solves the sport's pound-for-pound king's puzzle?
This is tailor-made to be a war.
Mayweather versus Berto, Saturday, September 12th. Live on pay-per-view.